I'm walking.
No, it's
right
LGD.
now.
It was LGD. Yeah,
Okay.
it was LGD. I like their team fight quite a lot. They got a good answer to P with the puck with Aghanim's eventually. I like it.
Prepare for battle.
各自精彩。人生有梦，各自精彩。
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Appreciate it. One last time, getting it thrown over to us.
This is it, because
This is the last dance.
last game, last series,
and we got one extra.
last day of our life. Okay, not quite that bad. Let's not go there.
I
Whoa,
wouldn't go that far.
whoa.
But we get to see some, you know, standard picks, it feels like, throughout this draft, considering what we've had in the recent games.
I don't know, like, both of them just don't want to pick up the most obvious
30
end.
seconds.
Like, they want to make it spicy.
I really think if LGD wanted to make it spicy, they should have picked up InQ techies. We didn't see it once this entire year.
Very disappointing, right?
It's the most disappointing. He was playing that hero like a champ.
Imagine what he can do on techies after seeing what he can do on a Snapfire.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, like, it's always impressive how much he farms on techies. But it has something to do with the way they're drafting and give up too much farm to techies. Because he would be like first in the fourth. It's kind of crazy how he would accomplish that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some techies that was like day and night. Some really good ones, some really bad ones. There's nothing in between. They're really good or really bad.
Unfortunately. Uri this time though on the Jet Prophet, nothing to say on one of his better heroes, the Puck.
A lot of counters against him though. A Silence, Next Assassin, Lion. Can't get any worse. Maybe if they had a Void on top of that as well or something like that. But it's not an easy... Fuck him. Top lane I think should be really easy for Ursa though. Like, he got the Warlock heal. Should be no problem on to sustain himself. And Bloodseeker against PA is not easy. I mean, against all three cores really. He's very good against Timber, DP, and PA.
Win rate on Puck is only 57%. Most played professional.
I mean, only 57 is pretty good.
It's not as high as Magnus at 83%, or as the panel likes to call it, 100%. And he's got like Tiny and TA that are in the 70s. His Tinker's even 64%. When are we going to see that hero again?
Yeah, I think it's Tinker. Both.
Yeah.
Never go high ground.
No. The let's never go high game. Force him to GG. Outside the bait.
Game fun 24.
Right now, we'll see how slow things start. Things started a little bit slow in that second. Then they really ramped up.
For sure. It was also a little bit draft-based though. At this game, both teams have really good an overall draft. Like, it's very hard to give a definite advantage to any of these drafts. It really just depends on how the team fight starts. And that's really how a game between these two teams should end. Or a series, rather. Super even draft, see who outplays who. The winner goes through the group stage, right?
It goes to the group stage, loser goes wild card, joining IG there.
IG, Enigma, Secret.
Yeah. Which is very big considering the fact that if LGD win this, they'll have 800. Should be secured a spot. Theoretically. And if Vici win, you know, at least they get to avoid secret potential. Have a chance to get more points.
Yeah, it sounds very scary potentially. The fact that you have to go up against so many powerhouse teams from all the other regions. I mean, even TNC, before this whole COVID started, they won a LAN tournament.
Yeah.
Like a major. So, tough to call. definitely don't want to be there if you can avoid that.
Hardest road ahead of you for sure. It's completely different wild card we saw in the first major too. Like the team-wise, I would say this wild card is setting up to be much.
It's super stacked. I'm sure Elephant is hoping for their Chinese brethren to be doing very well, so the qualifiers get easier.
Right. Probably be the favorite in qualifiers.
Yeah. Which is a weird thought.
Yeah.
We thought they were the favorites in season 1, then R2K, season 2 as well.
And they just kind of underperformed the entire time.
They really did. A lot of disappointed people out there.
Oh yeah, well, when you've got big names like that, you've got fans who've been following players like FY for so long.
Yeah.
And you're expecting
Dire's
more.
middle tower is under attack.
Dota is a game like that, though. It's very difficult to master. You can't master it. And there's so many things now that are important other than individual skill.
It's 4.5 minutes in, it's a little bit quiet. They go after Ame for a second. Help here from Wise. UIW on this 4th position. We see 5 positioning assassins going trade Ags, right click smash through.
That's a good idea.
Yo-yo and the stifling dagger will get to the Jinkyu, no disarm.
0 disarms and so many hits. They're going into the Bloodseeker. He has very high armor though, so it should be fine. Yo-yo. Oh yo-yo. This bot lane is actually going a lot better for them than I thought it would. He is completely free farming. He's back to full health.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Exorcism pop.
Exorcism pop chasing out, nothing to say. Looking at this one tower, maybe trying to take a mid. What we've seen at other times
Dire's
with
middle tower
these heroes
is
is
under
DY
attack.
ties to Jinkyu. With Death Prophet in particular, we've sometimes seen that first exorcism off a TP to a side, and I'm a little surprised that it just gets used to your mid like this.
I mean, it will deal about half damage to the tower. It's not terrible, but it doesn't result in any kill or any
Objective of any kind.
objective. It's like half HP on the tower. Decent, but usually we're going to put a bigger impact on the map.
That's struggling. Get on 5.
I'm a little bit scared here for the Bloodseeker. If Bloodseeker loses lane, it can become a non-factor real quick. And in the lane, he should be losing it. Bloodseeker usually pick the PA lanes because they have so high armor. Not pressing this PA at all. He's 1,000 whip ahead. The Bloodseeker.
Timbersaw doing a really good job so far.
Yeah, great thought. Because PA is also the guy that counters the Ursa until he gets his MKB.
How are they going to catch?
Dire's structures
They need to coil
are
them.
fortified.
Or run.
Yeah,
Dire's
those are your
middle
two
tower
options,
is under
but
attack.
Which is not easy.
you don't have much here in terms of lockdown for LGD.
For sure. Especially with the start that this PA is having, it's going to be a very tough ask to lock her down. Also curious to see what item it goes for. Does it go for the fast Deso plus scope of corrosion combination, or it's going into the battle fury?
I'm more of a fan of avoiding the Battle Fury for a lot of these safe winners used to be Battle Fury builders.
100%. Now Tango's taking over the mid lane.
Coming over, and they're going to use that cool out on the Timber. And Tower needs some trouble. The Earth Spike comes in and lands out of the Ursa, but they get the kill for 11. They've got themselves the Fatal Bonds out of PYW as well as that Lion.
There's no food.
On the Lion, and he was very slow. Shot comes in, and Illusory Orb jaunts from nothing to say, which will allow them to get a double
top
kill.
tower is under attack.
I mean, in the same way where PA is really scary when you have a free game, this Puck is having a really good game as well. And we have seen how many Pucks can just absolutely take over the game.
Keeping up with Phantom Assassin, considering that they're both having good games. Puck. Who do you expect more from? I would say earlier at least.
Hell yeah, 100%. Exorcism popped again to now hopefully down to the mid tower. there's not too much to do
Dire's
about
middle
this one, I
tower
think.
is under attack.
But yeah, it will be all on the puck in this early game. He will have to do all rotations. Rapture actually
Dire's
is very
middle
low.
tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
very low. Sitting on the one right. Illusorio coming in. They'll jaunt. They use the wing grip. They'll get the kill onto Ori. They do take that tower over mid.
Very
Ame by himself for a second, but he wants to go on old 11. Timber chain getting away from this bear.
He has life and still has enrage as well.
Good stuff in Yasha.
You need it against the Rapture, but usually you want to have one fighting item at least. Fabian, trouble here. One more
Got the
crit.
stun from TY. Blood right down. That'll silence. They had additional damage on TY. Just don't have the damage to kill this Bloodseeker.
Very surprising to see St. Joshua queued up here. It's usually either Deso or Battle Fury. And then into the St. Joshua after that.
See if he can, if he wants to.
St. Joshua first, I'm just... You're not really an assassin, another coil.
Yeah, another coil here on the Timber. They'll bring Ame over. That's not that right click sees with the waiting from the Illusorio. They get the kill with PYW and Koyoyo coming in to try and kill off Ame, but they miss the stun. Turn Spike Carapace, right clicks in, eventually refocus down, and that's the kill for Hex on Mango, trying to survive the DWAP run down by GQ, getting some help there from the Pangolier and Faithion's lane holding thanks to the fact that Koyoyo has rotated out.
Yeah, which means now we can finally recover a little bit. The Ursa death is acceptable because there were a lot of rotations from both the PA as well as the DP.
Opens up space
Radiant's
for your Bloodseeker.
bottom
You do
tower
get a
is
kill there
under
on the
attack.
Timber.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is
And
under attack.
again, like, the draft of LGD is really greedy when it comes to support. Tango, Warlock, they're pretty weak until level 6, but once they both hit 6, it's gonna be super hard to fight
Rupture
for
on the
Radiant.
Koyoyo. Blood right down, trying to run out of it, continuing to run.
No TP.
Blur right clicks in the kill. So Phantom Assassin is subbed in easily. Ursa, who had just died top, comes back and gets one.
That's the counter. You rupture
Radiant's
him,
bottom
he can't do
tower
anything.
is under
You don't
attack.
have TP ready, you're dead. And even if you have TP ready, you're probably going to be dead soon because going for this 8+ build.
Yeah.
Warlock, hit 6, Tango, also hit 6.
Big fight. And
The team is massive. You have Coil, Tango roll, Rapture, Warlock roll. It's going to be so hard for VG to fight into this. Even if they just Rapture the DP, drop everything on top of her, she's dead. And she's the most amount of damage off the lineup, right?
waiting for the Yasha.
We'll see if it works out for him. It's just... It doesn't really present you a winning condition in either way. Like, it doesn't accelerate your farm by a ton, and at the same time, it also doesn't allow you to kill anyone really fast. It's like an in-between item, which is usually why it's reserved for the second item.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ame already spotted the
tower.
playing some rock.
Oh. Chaotic off. This is leaving old 11 to fall. He had a tough catch up to this Death Prophet for the moment, but you still have nothing to say. Accelerating. Going into the Blink Dagger, has the Veil with boots, 60 gold saved up. The net worth, it was close with the Death Prophet, and the starting to pull.
And sweet.
Rupture
This should make
used
my
by
life
this
easier.
Bloodseeker. It's onto the Death Prophet, but no follow-up.
You need a puck well to make anything happen, and they smoke up after using the Rupture, okay? Next to Warlock and puck together. If they find the Timber, I don't think they have enough damage without the Ursa. And he's the only one there.
GQ's there as well. They'll have the Rolling Thunder.
He's too tanky, and I can't kill him without the Ursa, who is now rotating over.
Yeah, so now that GQ's left the lane, they could just tower.
Radiant's middle tower
Are they
is
going to
under
use
attack.
Exorcism top? To get tower, they
Are
don't.
scanning.
Okay, try to look to right click it down.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top
So
tower
used there
is under
by
attack.
the Dire and the Radiant.
Radiant's
both
bottom
pretty much
tower
waiting
is
for the
under
item.
attack.
Yep. Blink up in 40.
Radiant are scanning.
Ursa, Dipu up in
gold here from the tower.
Dyer's top tower
do his
has
thing.
fallen.
They'll have Blink, they'll have Diffuse, they're still working with Chaotic Offering.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Surprised me.
Radiant's bottom tower has
They
fallen.
real, their foot on the gas and go.
They will wait for that. I'd imagine.
Dyer's top tower
Rupture used
is
up
under
PYW
attack.
trying to go for the TP out, though towards the Dream Coil will be used on this Assassin. Finger silent and the damage on the DY, so he throws a finger, he doesn't get anything from it. Styles out of PSG.LGD, they also leave Ame bottom to farm as she's got two user flying out, going into the BKB next.
It wasn't close to killing the Bloodseed. Whatever math he did was definitely the correct math. And Dwyer has been struggling this game quite a bit. He's 0-4-1, hasn't really found much of anything. He's usually one of the most stable players in the China region.
And he's been for a long time. I think a lot of people look at this game, definitely look at it in a way that it feels like one of the best, if not the best, for many fans out there.
It's always been like that for GG. Even Fenrir widely considered the best of the best.
But if you look at all the support duos throughout the upper division, like there's a lot that really do stand out. Even LGD, Q and Y, they play a little bit of a different style than PYW and DY. You've also got Vorax and Ladder, who've obviously showed up big time. They've got the Disarm UI on the run. Bloodright gets the beat beyond, gets rid of that one.
There's a Roche. DP is not level 12 yet, so her action isn't nearly as strong. Be a bit careful though, if it gets down too much. Ursa can solve this. He will be killing up a lot.
And they're going to leave him in the pit by himself, but they set got the Chaotic Offering, and now the Chakram flies through. Golem going to be taken care of immediately, but they get kill on PYW, so they end up getting one. They'll be good for 25. Overload is showing himself forward. Nothing to say, still working that dream. Silence. Dream Coil, only under the snap the coil. They've got the fatal bonds. They'll get a quick kill onto Oil. Looking over at DY once again. They get the kill on the Lion. Taking out they're back in Roche. Things are problematic for VG. But they'll just give this one up after taking a couple casualties.
Now, 6 play by C2 there. Thunder. Not managed to heal himself. Maybe he can heal himself. He will be able to kill the Ursa, but C2 made sure it will never happen. And he's such a god. I mean, both of them really. PYW, ThinQ.
Yeah.
Y also, like, so many supports in China are just insane.
It seems like, we always talk about the depth of this region, but it goes as far as to, like, they've got guys who you would consider top 5 of the world in every position.
Yeah.
On multiple teams.
China has always been a very, very competitive region. You know, obviously, the better the region is, the better the players get, because you get challenged more.
Get yourself challenged more, potentially, growing from the experience again. You see that a lot with the leagues that are developed in China. EPL, H Cup, Perfect World League, I-League.
I mean, they have in-house leagues themselves also. Instead of playing pubs, they play these competitive in-house leagues. Ursa?
Stun comes down on the Ursa, and they've got the damage in to take out the first life.
It was close.
They're going to rotate it. They've got themselves a character as well as the Rupture. Everything but the Chaotic Offering is available for them, and I'm the ones that are running around.
The DP.
Right now, nothing is saying. He's got some lockdown for the team. When comes out, he's going to snap the corner just on the edge of it with an open thunder. Go after Ori. They'll get the kill. The finger throw from GY, and again, it's just not doing enough damage. They look over and they try to finish off this Timber. The right click damage is not enough to get the kill onto the Lion while they're looking. And if Illusory finding PYW, he'll try to TP, but they've got the Rod of Atos, and they'll have the right click damage to finish off this Nyx Assassin. 2 kills for none. Justin Aegis. LGD continue roll through.
Yep, just as we were praising them, of course, the support duo of VG is getting absolutely shut down. 0-3-1, 0-7-1,
0-10-2.
To be fair, they have a scoreline of 216 right now, so at least they're involved in everything, but this game is looking like an absolute massacre. I'm surprised they're only 3k gold down, to be honest.
Yeah, it feels a lot more of a split than that. He's already getting a lot of space for Poyoyo. I don't think he's really been involved in a lot at the moment. He's going Sanji out BKB.
But
We're not
that's the
seeing
problem.
the Deso. We're not seeing anything that really makes me think that he's gonna be anything to really be worried about.
Yeah, I mean, he's farming away the entire time. You want to do this in the battlefield. If you want to join fights properly, go the Desolator. Like, don't do this in-between thing. He's going Sage, Yasha, into BKB. Still, where's your damage gonna come from? Are you all in on a DP? We have 0 saves for the DP.
Couple rogues that are coming in again. Rolling Thunder bounces once more wide in space, and with the Rolling Thunder bouncing on him multiple times in just a matter of a couple of seconds, it's Ame who gets credit with the kill.
Yeah.
Now, Warrior.
Gonna expect the coil.
Oh, you're thinking about dropping down the chaotic offering, or if he still just wants to.
Surprised I didn't just call that. But cooldown is very low. Might as well just kill. Yeah, for me, the big question mark is this VG lineup is always Poyoyo. The most unstable, I'd say. He probably needs another half year or year until he really becomes just an S-tier player. And that's when VG will start like dominating super hard.
Yeah, and I wonder what the mindset was, because coming to this team, you weren't, I don't know if you were entirely sure if you were going to be able to stay and hold that spot. With the mindset that 3 was supposed to come in and play for Vici, right?
Yeah.
Plays a couple of Dota events. He starts winning with V. I believe they won 1 of them, maybe even 2 of the 4 Dota pits that happened in the offseason for the DPC. He's coming in from a team like Team Gaming Luminous, which exactly has tier 1 competitiveness all over them. And now he's still trying to play with Vici, who's been top tier the entire time he's been with them. So PYW goes down and Faith Beyond. You've got nothing to stay caught by Eagles.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Tranquil going on to the line. And Bale, illusory orb with the Wing Rip. It's there. They've got themselves a Rod of Atos and
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Simple
top
right
tower
now.
has fallen.
The way LGD makes the game look. The Heavenly Voice spoke to you.
Radiant's
You
middle
listened to
tower is under
yeah,
attack.
it came from my left ear. I
Radiant
was a little
structures
surprised.
are
Yeah, it usually
fortified.
comes from the right.
Yeah.
Same for me in the shower.
Turn around, does it come right here?
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's usually my move. Just to make sure that I'm not crazy, you know?
So looking with that next gen to go in for nothingness, but that's not going to work. Beavers just yet.
PA is closing in on her me. Ursa, getting stunned
Top
back.
tower is under attack.
Starting for a second, a lot of Atos comes in again. They've got the swashbuckle.
Not a fight, you have to be careful. They have rock. They have roll. This is so scary to fight into. Like, can you, even when you have BKB or PA, can you confidently fight? I'd say no, because you're still gonna get raptured. You still can't jump around like you want to.
Yeah.
Like, half your BKB duration, if not the full, you're gonna be sitting there waiting for a rapture to end. And then you basically invested into a BKB that
Does nothing.
does nothing. Exactly. Like, he's building all in basically to live. Building the St. Josh's, the Rupture, gets dispelled faster or runs out faster. Doesn't deal any damage still. PYW.
Forward spike Carapace.
Mana burn
Some of that
though.
mana. Going Thunder, which will put him in the blood right for Faith Beyond to get another kill, and now he's unstoppable.
Good night, PYW.
Trying to find anywhere he can. They've got the Rod of Atos silence again, but the Eagles up again. Have the control, and they should be able to get the kill off this Necker. Once more. 4 heroes around him. It feels like there's no way he gets out of this one. Blood right down. I say that, and
Radiant's
blood
bottom
right just in the
tower
end.
is under attack.
Off to put each down if it would sit.
I mean, they kind of did that to themselves. They sent A instead of Ursa. Must have killed a hero like Ursa, because Timber never in the game feels comfortable against Ursa. Jumps into the Great Ball, Ursa you're never.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going and the score is gone.
Nice throw. Roshan may respawn to 40. Got a pass respawn. The second one. And the second one here.
Charred would be big for person.
Could make a case also for the even the wall of potential.
Yeah.
Probably
Read that word.
I was at least willing to make it wrong.
Toyota doing some damage.
Even though he already had a plate man. Alright. Didn't.
Let's see what's next. Deso. Now Deso.
Yeah, he needs damage for sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Deso into the Basher probably. Does Ursa built into MKB yet? He hasn't.
Too late.
I mean, the goal difference is only 5k despite the score, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, it is kept up. So the fact that he's really farming.
Yeah, they can still win this game for sure. BP is very close
Dire's
to
bottom tower
BKB.
is under attack.
There's no
This should
sort of
make my life
Basher or
easier.
Aegon Scepter on the top. He built into Aeon this Dagon. Like I spoke in the pre-game, I think Aegon Scepter is really important in this game.
Invisibility!
He did forego it all the way. Not losing into it at all.
At least for now, some of these pucks go like level 2, level 3
Radiant
Dagon and then go into something else and then finish off the Dagon later.
Yeah. I just feel like with an Ursa in the team, that's all you need, control. Ursa deals all the damage in the world you need. You have Warlock on top, you have Bloodsk on top of that. You don't need to deal more damage on the puck, I feel like. See if it comes back, bite them in the after.
again,
Dire's bottom
right.
tower is
Oh,
under
he has
attack.
a goal for Dagger and one.
And-
Nice, he bought it.
He gets it before he dies, but that is another death for the Lion, now sitting at 0-10-2.
I wonder if VG knows how close this game actually is. Because the score doesn't display that at all.
Well, their support team of the 24 deaths. That's
Yeah.
not
terrible.
He's only done it once, so as a PA, I think you've always got that mindset of Jesus is on the side. I can win this game.
This is Exorcism and BKB on.
Coming through, and that's onto the Timbersaw. The second dagger. Now they're looking their attention on the Death Box. They've got the rough crowd with low shore. They're trying to send this kill into the Timbersaw. They've got the Dream Close down with the silence coming out of the two of these heroes. Even go for this. It's Timber on his death timer of 50 seconds.
Rapture has already been used.
Dream the wrong thunder. Like a lot of the control that LGD have is gone.
Golem is still there though.
Yeah, big.
That is very big. And Ursa didn't use his BKB either.
Toast.
He was high ground with his
Thinking of the kill to the Warlock, that means a lot of their lockdown is gone. They'll take out Whitehill. I back up immediately. Silence comes through onto the Nyx assassin, but they also silence up this Ursa. They're going to leave this Nyx to potentially die, but he's got the mission. So walk away from him. So how can he control him? Get the kill. Heels up into the air. There's no way out of this one. Eventually, even with that, they'll fall.
They're gonna go back into the pit with this is the question. Coil is back up in 20. DP still didn't use any of her big stuff. She's ready to fight. But it's very hard to contest with Roshan. Right up to 10. The big one. Thank you. Taking the roll.
Radiant's middle
Finger
tower
Hex,
is under
chaotic
attack.
offering, so they're gonna start with rock. They forgot the roll. They're listening to some rock and roll music as they go after beach. And they have to do good, get the kill before they leave. They'll turn this one around, get the kill. And taking him out. It's not going to come to state for him just yet. And now, trying to focus on he's got close or not, but it's not looking like it's going for him. Big set might save the Timber's life, giving up his own. Shot it, down. Again, they going up UIP. Rock Bait comes out of the DY. Way into the grave. So 4 kills there inside LGD.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And just shows you as soon as he out gets caught last second. You itemize to survive, but you can't do that. Like you can't survive. So tough game for them. It was a good rock drop.
Yeah, rock and roll right in the front.
DP almost died right away. Gets away, but you can see the Rapture on the PA. Doesn't have BKB up. Gets coiled as well. It's just too easy for LGD to execute this team fight. Like Timbersaw is, when you compare it to Bloodseeker in this game, very useless. There's just not much you can do. Keeps getting blown up by the Ursa, gets all his mana burned by the Ursa.
The Ursa now has that turtle with him.
So he did end up getting a shot. He's very close to his NKB as well. He's really good against the PA, but of course also Rupture, the Nyx. And he ate the cheese.
Well, alright, let's see.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Put on
attack.
a PYW and a finger, but the air disc is there. So they're not going to get they caught by Fui. They're just trying to fight into this one. They go and kill on Why? But you can see, even with the BKB, there's not a lot there. Except for coming off a Warlock. Radovatos comes through, and DY dead again.
Warlock is dead. They had to use the cheese on a Bloodseeker at least, so that's something. But you can just really see the lack of damage here from the Radiant side.
Radiant's middle tower
Ursa
is under
600
attack.
with MKB.
Dire's
Compared to the
top
point,
tower
it's also
is under
very good
attack.
against the heavy side. That was completed though, so her damage output is going to be
Radiant structures
better.
are
The
fortified.
problem is your bot to output them. It doesn't look ugly.
And the problem is also Bloodseeker sitting at 24 armor. Even
Radiant's
the
middle
Pangolier
tower
is sitting at
is under
24
attack.
because he already has a Lotus Orb. He's massive. How can you really kill out of them with Warlock? Yeah. Puck has been able to get his death multiple times. And now MKB's up.
Last exchange, he was fine.
Yeah. This MKB now is kind of like the nail in the coffin, I feel like. You had your evasion, you had your fun, but now you're gonna get clobbered. Clubbed to death.
4. Straight for the Dagon. 5, no action.
Which is really the only question mark I have. It works out so far, but it's like the only comeback avenue, I'd say. Like if they can fight through their BKBs, get a couple of kills.
11k lead. LGD don't have to force anything just yet.
Usually it's scoreline like this is like 20k lead or more, 30k.
Yeah.
Radiant's
GG
bottom
doing it,
tower
good
is
job
under
staying in
attack.
it.
That's the only thing. You know, it's not to say that they're playing awfully, but that's all they're doing is staying in
Dire's
it.
top tower is under attack.
And it gets
Radiant's
harder and
bottom
harder.
tower is under attack. Radiant's
Dire
bottom
scaling
tower
is
falling.
brutal.
Even 3 more armor corruption doesn't feel amazing with that talent.
Radiant's middle tower
Seems
is
like
under attack.
VG, PA. I don't know if you're gonna get anything done as Animus has in this game, if at all, during the entirety
Radiant's
of
bottom
the game.
tower is
Whoever you
under
jump
attack.
at, this Earth is gonna just run on top of you and destroy you while you get Rapture. You have to be very, very careful and mindful of the positioning.
Once that agrees on the pitch, he's up here by the Death Prophet. The air, all the stuff to get the Lotus Orb. So now things problematic for VG trying to go in onto Ame.
That's a pop BKB by the Death Prophet. A very important tool to stay alive in the team fights. Down for 50 seconds.
I believe for GQ next.
Just tank up. I like it though.
He's so farmed.
Yeah. I mean, even the ball is really farmed too. They're all really farmed.
Robot with 7,000 gold.
Yep. 8,000 meter creep. Sure. It was just a draw to creep aggro, of course.
Dire are scanning.
Illusion!
Yo-yo. Again. We'll see if it ends up being enough.
Actually, also the Ursa. Or hey,
And you get eggs on Beyond. Sure.
oh god, that's scary. He's right here.
We'll see.
It's so easy for them. It really is. Aegis reclaimed though. The triangle of a die, they're all just chilling there.
Radiant's middle
Can't-
tower is under attack.
Well, the base is under siege.
From Beyond. Radovatos stop TP. And that one rupture.
He has no TP, he's dead.
He's got the BKB, but that's it. He'll pop it, try to fight, but now there's the second Rupture, and he'll jump over and just die.
And they're just bullying him at this point.
Yeah.
They're just bullying right there. And he didn't believe they would catch him. He didn't BKB TP. If he did, he would have lived. Well played there by Faith being on.
Very, very underwhelming from Vici in this.
Yeah, the game just looks pretty like LGD's gonna play against bots. Very active play.
Again, the spike comes in, that's gonna be reflected out, stunning up Ori, and the quick damage there from Ame to get the kill. They're on the high ground, they've got buyback on both. The Phantom Assassin as well as the Death Prophet. It's not looking good here for Vici. They're gonna continue to hit him as he gave that Lotus Orb.
Actually, basically killed DP by himself with a low score. Well, Divide didn't help him a little bit. He's like, I'm gonna give you a little hand here, bro. Yeah, DP is dead before he hits by that. If he doesn't do this, he gets suicide bomb.
Two sides.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Ooh. See if they can throw a little rock and roll.
Roll up. I hate the sound of it.
Dum 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 dum.
And I guess the story of the game with the kills has not really been that much of the goal, but the experience is heavily in favor of.
30,000 experience in the favor of LGD. That's gotta be 5 levels apiece almost.
I mean, look at ThinQ, he's level 21 almost. What's the highest level on Radiant? 2100. Right there you have it already.
They'll set up Roche potentially up soon. Roche has that overwhelming blink. He is ultra fun. Keeping up with Faith Beyond. He's done a lot in this game.
And he's at 2.6k health as well. He's a beast. All a beast.
BG on the high ground. And they've got the spin out on the I don't know if that's going to matter there. He's built up Q. I just throw down the mechanic offering. And that's going to be within the air. The capture being for Coyote is now looking out. And he'll end up getting, he's got buyback. But he wants to keep it. Rupture comes out. Onto this Timbersaw. They bought back on all 3. So it's do or die for VG at the moment. And it looks like they'll get on top of Jinq. Do they have the damage to get the kill here onto this Pangolier? It's not looking likely. He goes with the swashbuckle. I say it's not likely, but eventually he's run down.
No Roshan though, they will respond too. And as you said, to commit a ton of buybacks, they did not kill a single core once more.
It feels like when you kill a Jinq, you are killing a core at this point in the game.
Yeah. True,
There was nothing that Coyote could do. He ends up dying so fast. Nothing this PA can do in this game at the moment. I don't know if that's going to change with time. I think you've got 2 Ruptures. You can't really control the BKB or not.
And this guy, you really gotta be decisive at the very beginning. Do you want to outfarm them, or do you want to fight? You've been in between, and now it just kind of feels like he, as you said, has no chance in this game to do much of anything.
Also spotted. Curvature comes out. Faith Beyond the backwards. They're going to street coming through. They're going to kill the PYW build for us. By the head. Nothing to say. KD and the Rupture on Coyote taken out. That's 3 heroes dead. Rupture onto the Death Prophet. BKB and TP away. And they'll call GG.
Yeah, no chance.
LGD will take the series 2-1. Then we go into the group stage while Vici go down. Very dangerous wild card teams that are in it.